Hi there, everybody, and thanks for joining me today. We all know the importance of goals. You have to have goals, otherwise you don't have any sort of direction for where your actions are. But there's a difference in goals. There's bad goals and there's good goals, and I don't mean that what you're shooting for. I mean the actual structure of the goals themselves. So there's a proper way to set up your goals so that you have the best chance of reaching what you're actually trying to reach. And I wanted to go over the concept today of what's called SMART goals. And SMART is an acronym. And so the first letter, S, stands for specific. Your goal might be, we need to improve how we operate. Well, that's great, but that's very general. That's not specific. So a specific goal might be, we need to improve sales 15%. Very specific as to what you're after. You don't want a general goal of, we need to improve sales. Then you might improve sales 5% and say, we did okay. Well, that wasn't your goal. Your goal was 15%. So S stands for specific. Next, you want your goals to M, be measurable. That's where that 15% came in. So you want those goals to have some sort of measure so that you can track progress. Otherwise, you have no idea where you're at with things. So be specific and measurable with your goals. The third thing is you want them to be actionable. Now, specific and measurable, that might have been, you might have known that already, but where action comes in is where you really start putting some oomph behind your goals. So action might be, I want to increase sales 15%. We're going to do that by increasing cross sells by 10% on every sale. So you've thrown action into your goals as well. It's not just the goal itself, it's how you're going to do it. And that keeps everybody focused on the components of actually reaching the goals. If you cross-sell 10%, then that increases sales by 15%, for instance. So specific, measurable, actionable. R stands for realistic. You want the goals to be realistic. Yes, we'd all love to double our sales, all right? And that's where stretch goals comes in. You can have, I want to increase my sales by 15%. The stretch goal is to increase them by 30%. But you want goals to be realistic. If the goals aren't realistic, nobody's going to buy into them, and they lose all of their value to motivating your staff. So the last thing in SMART goals is the T. You need it to be timely. So it's great that you want to increase sales by 15% by cross-selling more, but what's the timetable? Is it 15% next quarter? Is it 15% next year? 2 years? 3 years? What is it? So you want to have some sort of timetable so that you can, again, track your progress, see if you need to make adjustments. So when you're setting up your goals, think of them as SMART goals. Make them specific, make them measurable, actionable, realistic, and timely. And you'll have a lot more behind your goals to actually achieve them. Thanks so much. Have a great one, everyone.